Thank you so much, Katie. Please give her a round of applause again. That was so cool. Thank you also to Mark. I thought that was very, very heartfelt. I thought when he said, I knew he was all right, was when we bonded over pro wrestling. That was what I was imagining. Which, by the way, I know Dom has a blog on this, which is why I knew we'd get along. Pro wrestling is the best way of learning how to do politics. There is nothing better. And in fact, Mark said he was prepping by watching Cody Rhodes promos. So anyone who knows wrestling knows what that means. And Katie actually earlier said when she was up there, I'd never been to a political event like this. It feels like it's about to be a cage fight. And I believe asked for a photo between the bars here. So if anybody asks, Katie fought someone today. We watched it. It was great. And Katie won, exactly. There's still time. Someone from the Green Party, let's bring them in. There is so much here that I want to go through. Thank you so much to our speakers, to Katie, to Mark, to Harriet, to Scarlett, to everyone from our chapters, to Becca, to everyone who has put this together. I want to say as well a huge thank you to Chris and Nick. Chris is there. Nick, I don't know if he's here or if he's crying in the corner. These guys have built multiple websites in the last 2 weeks or so. I want to say as well, it was very kind of Joe to say, I built the site. I did not build the site. I asked someone 3 hours ago to build the site. But I should say the person who owns the domain got in contact with us yesterday and said, I own youcanjustdostuff.com. Do you want it? And I was like, maybe. We chucked out on Twitter. If you see posts about it, tweet out stuff like youcanjustdostuff.com. Space each the words out because Musk wants to fuck everybody over, it seems. No, I can't say that. He retweeted stuff. He's great. Thank you very much. We came over here in an Uber, which happened to be a Tesla, so it's a sign from God, I guess. We have so much stuff to go through. I will get out my phone in a second to remember all the things that I actually need to talk about. There is a lot. I want to reflect before that, though, on what has happened. 6 months ago, we started here, and people kept asking me, well, isn't this just another think tank? I don't know why I put in that voice, but that's kind of how it sounded to me. I think actions from Joe, the things that we have put out into the world, the bill that we put out, we launched with an infrastructure bill. So many of you donated, we got to send 1,000 copies to MPs in the House of Commons. Nick Timothy, without any prompting, well, apart from the fact he had a bunch of bills arrive in his office, asked in the House of Commons, has the minister read the LFG bill? Does she think it's full of good ideas? And the minister stands up laughing, and I know why she's laughing, because she received 20 that morning. Hopefully she had time to read it. It's huge impact straight off the mark, and because of all of you, it went viral. We did a planning bill that went viral. This is not usual. This is not usual. We have 17 chapters across the country. We have a new website. You can go to it, click Get Involved, and you can go down many different options. You can join LFG Cavalry to do a bunch of stuff like cleaning. We've got many other ideas as well, that some of which are going to happen last month or so, haven't come together. We're going to put them back together. We are going to force this country to be better, whether it likes it or not. It actually does like it, but politicians don't. Not all of them, present company accepted. We have 17 chapters. We are looking to start more. Local chapters are already putting together policy groups to start looking at local issues we can campaign on and win on. LFG is an agency engine. Everyone in this room, so many of you, by the way, there's so many here who have done things for us anonymously that I can't call out, right? But if you look around this room, there's a good chance you're talking to somebody who's done something for us and helped us in some very, very meaningful way. When Mark's talking about just this weekend, someone wrote to us anonymously and they leaked, well, not anonymously, I know who they are, but I can't talk about it. They leaked to us the fact that the government was going to give in to a bunch of green amendments that would basically mean the whole planning bill, which already isn't that great, would be even more shit, right? Exactly. We named them the vegetable lobby. that came from one of our volunteers and went immediately viral, to which then we saw lots of posts saying, there's a conspiracy, they're working. No, we just put it out there, and it's quite funny and actually true. These people want to stop things, they want to get in the way, slow everything down. The vegetable lobby put forward a bunch of amendments, and we had heard the government was going to give in to 4 of these amendments that would basically kill the entire thing. Exactly. I texted Mark, I said we're going to shove out a tweet, we're going to put together something. We did that. One tweet. I want to make it really clear, a bunch of people in the wider YIMBY movement were very upset that we did this, that we should be more calm, careful, considered. I told Mark...
Outrageous!
Exactly, outrageous is right. I said to Mark, I'm just going to fucking do it. And Labour Growth Group quote tweeted us. Then one of the vegetable lobby themselves quote tweeted us. It got into a whole kerfuffle, and Number 10 backed down and didn't endorse it. Then they denied they were ever going to be a part of it. Anyway, there's a Guardian story right out now telling them actually they were going to do it, and we fucking stopped it. Right? That's all of you. We put it on blast. I was texting a bunch of groups like, please tweet, please retweet. And then Jack stepped in and actually reminded me we have a whole system of we can blast people with stuff. And we did that. And so many of you came on board, so many of you did stuff. And that's how quickly this can happen, right? But it's also important to be that agency engine. It is important to tell people, no, actually you can just say if things are wrong and make some noise and actually shift stuff. It's possible. This is how, unfortunately, government functions, or doesn't function, but we can use it to our advantage sometimes, until at least we fix the actual foundations of this nightmare. Which brings me on to my next point. Right now, we are putting together, we are starting to build our next bill. Anyone who wants to help out, particularly anybody who, there are people in here, by the way, who have, many of you have donated small amounts, some have donated much larger amounts, and for that is how this thing keeps going. We are raising right now to build, ambitiously, the bill to save Britain. We are going, because they won't fucking do it, so we are going to build a bill which won't solve absolutely everything to start with, but it will make a hell of a lot of difference. It will raise GDP per capita. It will improve the things around us that feel like, because they are, symptoms of decline. We will get this thing better. We went 2 weeks ago to Amsterdam, invited by a major political party there, and on stage, they announced that they would do 4 nuclear reactors in 10 years, right? Woo! Fucking sick. Off of our stuff, by the way. They read our bill. So I'm thinking, okay, if we build an actual bill to save Britain, there's a bunch of parties with no idea what to do, by which I mean all of them, we can give them the solution. And then we can ask them, okay, you might disagree, you might not like various parts of it, where's your better idea? Because it needs to happen, and it needs to happen now. We are building for this. If you're interested in being a part, the idea is people put forward at LFG2, our policy summit that we ran, going to this, right? We said at the time, trust us, we're building something. We are going to put this together. We are going to put it in front of politicians. We are going to push this thing. That is going to happen. We are going to build it. We will find a way. We are raising right now for it. We are getting experts all over the place, many of whom are doing it anonymously in their free time to help us build this thing. We are going to build the bill, maybe it's in parts, we'll see, but at least sections of the bill to save Britain, because they won't do it, so we fucking will. Also, our opinion tracker on growth is now online. Opinions, you can go to it at lookingforgrowth.uk. We are tracking public opinions on growth. It is incredibly interesting. The results will roll on each month. That's just happened just now. We also have the ability now to join, as I said, chapters, cavalry, otherwise, all on there. I think we've got our video out. We've got our the website I just mentioned earlier as well. You can just do stuff.com. And today we are also launching. We are trying to pull together everything into one space. We are trying to collate information as much as possible. We have an energy dashboard, an infrastructure dashboard showing how many delays there are, an energy dashboard showing how expensive everything is. I don't recommend reading that too frequently. It's quite sad. And then we have just now put together, is it online now, Chris? Nice, I get a thumbs up, cool. We have launched a State of the Nation dashboard. It is accessible on the website. I think we're going to post it just now as well on Twitter, so if you see it, please like it, please retweet it, etc. This dashboard records multiple measures, GDP per capita, also the very important stuff, like something we've called the Freddo Index, how much it now costs to buy a Freddo. Yes. Which the guys are very, it was quite difficult to get that data, but they have done it. We have information here to try to capture something that the Prime Minister should wake up every morning and look directly at, that tells you the state of the nation as it currently is. Population numbers, all things. We are trying to build something here that sums up what the country is, what the numbers look like, how bad the situation is, what we can do about it. That means growth, it means change in growth percentage, it means growth GDP per capita, it means weekly wages. This is something which we need to know is in one space and one spot. It's there, and we can use this to continuously push messages, to make pressure, to push people to the site, to show that there is actually something really, really drastically wrong. As Katie said, and Mark said, we are in an emergency. And I don't know about you, but it doesn't feel like politicians understand that at all. It is an emergency. Some of the polling, I won't say it now, it's under embargo, but it'll be out soon. The polling is really grim. People are extremely angry. And if we don't fix this fast, things are going to get incredibly bad over the next 5 to 10 years. Look at the trajectory we're on. If they don't radically change, that trajectory will continue. People are angry, they are thinking of violence, they are constantly surrounded by decline. This can make a difference. That's why we all wake up to do this every single day. It's why all of you are here. It is the absolute, I mean, honestly, there isn't a cavalry coming. When I talk to so many politicians, so many of them, there are those who are very much notable exceptions, but many politicians don't get it and say, actually, I think what matters is being sensible, slow, and weighing up all the various, okay, cool, okay. We'll see how that works out for the 40th year in a row. It is the case that we aren't growing. Why is that bad? Life is getting worse. We are stuck in decline. When we went to Amsterdam, we talked about this on stage, and multiple people in attendance said to me, we love how angry you were, it was really fun. I don't think that's the reaction here. It's not fun, it just sucks, right? Like, when they talk on stage and say, we're going to be ambitious and build 4 nuclear plants in 10 years, that's completely radical, right? That's mad. And the fact that Labour Growth Group have pushed the government to be able to do this is big. We have to remember, the fight is far from over. Yesterday, there was an amendment put forward by the Green, vegetable lobby, supported by the Greens, supported by a bunch of far-left Labour members, and supported by the Lib Dems, of course, and the Tories. And the Tories, to basically, essentially, give Natural England yet more power. We have a great thread on Natural England if you don't know about why this is bad. For instance, just to give you an idea, there was a recent festival that was cancelled. It's run for 40 years in Royston, which is where Jack is from. Jack, our first full-time employee. Jack is from Royston. They cancelled, this isn't just like a personal thing, they cancelled a 30-year kite festival. Jack obviously loves the kite festival, goes every year. And 30-year, in part because Natural England said, you can't cut the grass, it's bad for the bugs. This amendment would give these people more power and more say. It was backed by Lib Dems, Greens, some far-left members of the Labour Party, and I think nearly all of the Conservative Party. So if you think the fight is over, you are very wrong. The fight has only just started. It's not just them. We obviously have some interesting, shall we say, energy ideas from Reform. We have, although I should say, by the way, Reform did vote no on the issue last night. I mean, so things are complex. The world is shifting. We have to make noise. We have to make it clear. We released our bill. Our bill made a massive difference. We were invited to number 10. We'd only been around for 3 months. And I'm sitting there and they're justifying the planning bill to me. That's because of everyone in this room and what we're doing. We are building at the hackathon. We are building stuff locally. We are building repeatedly here. If you have ideas, if you have thoughts, give them, throw them to us. And as I hope you can see with this, we just build stuff. We just spin stuff up because the country needs it. We will, if necessary, go down to the tube and actually clean it ourselves. And I believe there might be a couple of politicians joining us next time. In fact, I know the House of Lords asked if they could join, which I think is a great image. And many journalists as well. This is because, yes, they see something here, but it's also because why do they want to be here? Because we're building something unique. It's never been seen in British politics before. You are building it, and the only time is right now. We have this opportunity. If we can grab a hold of it, we can take the country from going down a very, very dark path I think it is otherwise off. You are making that difference. All of us here are making that difference. The wider LFG movement is making that difference. It is time to build stuff. It is time to end decline. Thank you all so much. Let's fucking go. Thank you very much.